All right, good Thursday evening, everybody. David Paul with you in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. So, breaking news. The Hurricane Center has just moments ago updated this. I haven't had time to update the graphic. We're live, but they've updated it. We still have a little area of disturbed weather right over New Orleans, but it's no longer going to develop. It's not a 10% chance, it's a 0%. So this is not going to develop, and that's not a surprise. We saw it coming into southeast Louisiana today. Once it's cut off from being over the open waters of the ocean, it just doesn't have what it takes to develop tropically. So not going to develop, but it is going to be a rainmaker. That's what it's been. That's what it will be. What to expect? Thickening clouds. And we've seen that all day today across the Houston area. Clouds have thickened up at mid and high levels. This is in advance of rain that arrives as early as tomorrow morning. Friday, we're going to see these rain showers off and on. I think especially the first half of the day, but even in the afternoon and early evening tomorrow, we may still have a couple of showers going. So it's kind of a wet day in many places tomorrow. Locally heavy downpours, a tropical downpour is possible. Isolated street ponding is the biggest threat from the rain tomorrow, and even that threat is pretty low. We'll look at the flash flood guidance here in just a minute. So there it is, and this will be the end of any updates on it. Tropical wave Invest 93L now moving overland, dissipating, not going to develop as a tropical entity like a depression or a tropical storm, but it is a rainmaker. It's brought in a lot of moisture from off the Gulf, off the Atlantic as well, where this thing originated, and so it's spreading it across the south and south central United States this afternoon. On visible satellite, that's where it is, the broad, very disorganized area of low pressure, but out ahead of it, rain and clouds. The wind shear from east to west has taken the high cloud tops and the bulk of the rain, blowing it well to the west of the actual center of the trough axis. These are all flood watches and a couple of flood advisories in Louisiana this afternoon, but nothing really over the top rainfall total wise. What rain's been here today has been moving at a pretty good clip. We did actually see some rain totals south of I-10 that were reaching 6, 7, 8 inches of rain from last night and this morning, but New Orleans didn't get hit too terribly bad. They're getting scattered showers now. The bulk of the rain is here between Lafayette and Lake Charles, so everybody getting wet now in southwest Louisiana and up to Alexandria. Very wet drive. Now, these thunder showers, they tower up 40, 50,000 feet in the air, and then the upper level winds are blowing those clouds in our direction. So we've had the cloud cover blowing in today on those upper level winds, but not much in the way of rain. That area of rain will try to sneak in here, but I don't think it really gets going until tomorrow morning. So computer models this evening, now through 10 o'clock, have us cloudy and quiet. Very warm and humid, by the way. That's 10 o'clock this evening. We go into the overnight and 6 a.m., and here comes the developing rain and some thunder showers coming in from the east. We will continue with a good chance for rain through lunchtime. This latest model run kind of wants to shrink the rain coverage going into tomorrow afternoon, but it certainly doesn't go away. We still have pockets of rain and maybe one or two heavy downpours in places, even going into the middle of the afternoon tomorrow. Otherwise, a mostly cloudy day. Temps are held down in the 80s because of the cloud cover tomorrow. Going into the evening tomorrow, still a chance for a scattered shower going by 8:30 in the evening, but really nothing that stands out and says, hey, we're going to have a big problem tomorrow. Just a wet day for a lot of the day. Let's take it into Saturday, the weekend. This is 5:30 in the morning. We may see a couple of scattered showers in places 5:30 in the morning. The tropical moisture will be in place. We'll get a little daytime heating, and in the afternoon, there we go. Look at the scattered showers. That models are popping up across the middle of southeast Texas going into 3:30 in the afternoon. So it's not as much coverage on Saturday as we think we get Friday, but there will still be scattered shower and a couple of thunder showers pop up in a very humid atmosphere during the day on Saturday. As far as the flood risk, this is tomorrow, Friday, and it's really going to be in the morning when the east side gets a slight chance for a little bit of a flooding threat. And really, we're talking about street flooding from Winnie to Beaumont, and the Houston area, marginal to no flood risk tomorrow. So some isolated street ponding is what we get at worst. And then this is Saturday, and for flood ravaged central Texas, this is continuing to be very good news, because sometimes these systems come in and they just cruise right on into central Texas, even West Texas, and then can create flash flooding. That's happened over history many, many times back over the decades in the month of July. These July systems, the weak ones come in and they go to central Texas, they park, they weaken, but they dump a lot of rain. But not this one. Most of the moisture stays in East Texas and Louisiana. So let's look at the Texas forecast then. This is Friday morning. Tomorrow morning, we're getting scattered showers in East Texas and Houston, and that's a wet drive down I-10. Friday, 8:30 in the morning, still wet to the east. We go through the day, we get scattered showers and a couple of thunder showers swooshing through, especially up the Mississippi Valley into the Arklatex and up into Arkansas. Some heavy thunder showers. That's all moisture from this system that's now in the process of falling apart, but it doesn't get a push into central or west Texas. Good. Saturday morning, Houston, Beaumont, southeast Texas, a chance for a scattered shower. We'll continue with a chance for a scattered shower, especially in the warmth of the afternoon. Saturday afternoon, we go to the mid-90s, so we'll get some scattered thunder showers. But you can clearly see the bulk of the moisture stays here, not here. An isolated shower is possible, but nothing looming like a big flood threat on Saturday. Good. We can take this all the way out into the first part of Sunday, 6:30 in the morning. Sunday morning looks quiet across most of the area. Sunday afternoon, maybe an isolated shower. I'm dropping rain chances way down on Sunday here for Houston, but by 2 in the afternoon, most of Texas just getting hot and summery. Outside this evening, look at the cloud cover out there. It's a combination of Saharan dust and cloud cover coming in from Louisiana. Hobby's at 90, Bush's 89, Sugarland's 89, Wharton's at 91, Columbus is 91. That's the warmest temp I see out there across the area. Okay, hurricane season. So we've had a good dry run, allowed us to check our hurricane preps and plans without actually having to face one of these things. Peak of hurricane season, not till September 10th. And really, you know, when meteorologists look at hurricane season, the early months, okay, we can have some activity, but it's right around August 15th, the middle of August, when statistically, you know, here's August 1st and August 15th, really ramps up the activity. August 15th into September 10th, and then through the second half of September, that's the real meat of hurricane season. These are hurricanes, and these are hurricanes and tropical storms combined. So we haven't really gotten into the busy part of the season. This is the updated Colorado State outlook for the rest of the hurricane season. They think we'll have a total of 16 named storms, including the 3 that we've already had, 8 hurricanes and 3 majors. That would be a little bit above for total names and hurricanes and on average for major hurricanes. And we did not get Dexter out of this system in the Gulf. Good. So we've already had Andrea, Barry, Chantal. No Dexter, no Aaron, no Ferdinand. If we get to 16, we'll go all the way to Pablo on the names list. And looking out here right now, no new development expected over the next 7 days. Now, it was the middle of the week last week when we looked at the hurricane outlook and looked like nothing was going to form for the next 7 days. And then by the time we got into the weekend, we had this system brewing off the coast of Florida. So always take that one day at a time. Even though the outlook says no new development in 7 days, we just take it one day at a time. Friday, just going to leave it at a 60% chance for rain, morning, noon, afternoon. Temps held to the 80s from the cloud cover and showers around. The extended forecast, 40% chance for scattered thunder showers continues Saturday. Most models dry things out on Sunday, 97. And then it is a hot, humid, full-blown summer in Houston week of weather next week. Oh, how many summers? How many summers that I spend with my friends just sweating outside, then running back inside to the air conditioning in a hot Houston summer. That is what next week is looking like. Have a good evening, everybody.